Hello, hello. It is Wednesday night. Welcome to Dear Dana. Happy to see whoever may be dropping in and making sure I am live and my volume is on. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. And yeah, I think I saw everybody on Saturday night to talk about that, and I did. And we are into December now. So it is on for all of the holiday rush for Christmas and Kwanza and everything else. What am I missing? Christmas, Kwanzaa, and oh Dana, Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and parties and all of that good stuff. So here we go. But we're also adding the stress, aren't we? Who wants the stress? I do not want the stress. So, in light of that, I thought I would talk about checking in on your well being. Not the most exciting topic, no, not the most exciting topic, but we need to check in on ourselves. There will be people in the bushes and that are clicking in on this video later that will need to hear what I'm saying. So, this will be for you also. It will be for me also. We need to take the time to do this, to check in with our body, mind, spirit, all of that good stuff. We don't do enough of this. It's not an exciting topic, I'm sure. And it shows. Why don't we do this? Is it because we put ourselves last? Probably. Is it because we are worried about everyone's expectations? I'm sure that it is. We worry about what everyone else is going to expect, what they're going to think of us. Is our boss going to expect us at this party? Do our relatives expect us to be at this house and that house and at the grandparents, aunts, uncles, in laws, at the school function, etc.? Probably. But do we need to narrow it down? Do we turn the holidays into something that they really shouldn't be? Do we really check in with ourselves to see where all of this is taking us? Rarely. I was thinking about the other day, how often do we give ourselves permission to say no? Do we? Give ourselves permission to say no. We need to. We need to really look at the landscape of things and give ourselves permission to say no. It's not against the law to say, really, I don't want to do this. Is it good for my well being? Am I stuffing too many things in? Can I say no to this? Is it upping my stress level? Is it making me resonate higher or lower? What do I really genuinely want to say yes to? Think about it. You know, we have this daily dialogue with ourselves. You know what I'm talking about. Where you're having a conversation on the inside of your brain while you're talking to the grocer or your kids or you're figuring out the bills. You're having a daily dialogue inside of yourself. Even if it's just to say what you'd really like to say to the neighbor or your friend. But you filter yourself, or hopefully you do. I know my mom doesn't filter herself. She needs to learn. It gets her in trouble sometimes. Now you probably have some friends that don't filter themselves. But how often do you really check in with yourself? Like, go inside and check in with yourself about what you really want. Here's the thing. I know I told everybody the other day, about an hour into when everyone showed up to my house for Thanksgiving, my mom had not made it to my house. Hey, Gourmet Thursday. Nice to see you. I know I told everybody my mom had not made it to my house an hour into Thanksgiving. And when she finally did make it, we were really worried. We found out she had run up the stairs to the deck at her house, which were really steep, and she face planted. My mom did. She fell on her knee and her face and her hand. And by the time she got to my house, she drove herself, crazy woman. Um, she looked like she was about to pass out. Hey, Arseny Pasikoff. My mom looked like she was about to pass out, literally trying to get out of her car. So we could not get her to go to urgent care. And after, let me tell you, I do live healings on here. Well, when I did not hear from my mom on Monday, I tried to call my mom on the phone Monday. No one answered. It went to voicemail. Hey, Diana, sweetheart. It went to voicemail all day Monday, and it freaked me out. So after so many hours, I went to my mom's house to try to break in. Told my aunt I was going there, and she showed up anyway. But my mom was yelling at my aunt to go away. My mom's not a crier, so if she's in really bad pain, her temper gets higher. So hurt my aunt's feelings, and my aunt left. I used my key to get my mom's house. She had it chain locked. I thought I was going to have to break the door down or break it open. My mom finally makes it to the door, and she's in really bad pain. I get her to the bed, and she's still real high tempered. And she admits she's in bad pain. And I see that her right hand's swollen. She still has a scratch on her nose, and her knee's really swollen. So I put a pillow behind her head, get her some water, get her knee propped up, and without her knowing, I do some healing work. That's on Friday. I call the next day, and my mom says now, mind you, she told me that she was in such bad pain, I probably shouldn't say this, that she's having to stand to try to pee. That's bad pain. She couldn't bend her leg. So I try to quietly do some healing work with her leg, put my hand on it and stuff, telling her I'm doing it for other reasons. So I call her this is Friday, call her on Saturday. She tells me, oh, the pain's gone down a lot, and I'm walking carefully on my leg. So I'm glad the pain's gone down. Me and my brothers can't get her to go to urgent care to get an x-ray or anything. So this is Saturday, Sunday, she's still kind of walking around. Still can't get her to go. Look, you guys. Finally, she says Sunday, just to prove you all wrong, if you don't mind coming to get me and take me to urgent care to get an x-ray, because my car's at the bottom of the hill, we'll get it looked at. It still hurts a little. So I take her to urgent care. Her kneecap is broken. My mom's kneecap is broken. So I did healing work enough to lower the pain that she has been walking around on a broken kneecap. It's one of those times that I do not know if doing healing work was a good thing or a bad thing. It was broken all the way through and left just a thin area to keep it just attached enough that they told her if she even bumps it, it will completely shatter it all the way through. There's just a thin area. They chose not to. Hey, Chase Ryder. They chose not to. No, she's a Pisces. They chose not to cast it. Now, listen to this. They chose not to cast it because she's professing the pain is not that bad and she's been walking on it. So I'm sitting there thinking, was it the stupidest thing I've ever done to do healing work on it? This is one time I don't know if it was a good idea to do healing work on it. So they didn't cast it because the stubborn woman's been walking on it. And he just says, she will know if she's gone too far if the pain amps up or she bumps it. Because then it will be completely shattered through that thin area that's still attached. OMG. OMG. And he says he figures it will take 3 to 4 weeks to heal. And they don't even wrap it at the urgent care. Don't even wrap it and just want to give her pain pills, and she almost refuses. And I look at him like, give her some pain pills. So she takes a lower dose of something. And this is one time I question myself whether I should have done that or not. But anyway, it goes back to looking at ourselves about our care, right? Our own care, body, soul, our own self-care. We grew up where if we fell down and got hurt, or if it was even really, really hurt, our mom would be like, blow it off, shake it off, keep going. So it really made me think a lot about, especially this time of year. How many of you run around this time of year driving yourself crazy to try to get everything done, make everybody happy, to run to every party, every event, everything that is expected of you? This has never happened to my mom. And she is a force of nature. Thank you, Natasha Reiser. She's a force of nature. She's always been very healthy, does not look her age whatsoever, can still rock a bikini. I kid you not. Can still rock a bikini. So it was highly unexpected and just made me think. And then she gets a call today, and she has a cousin that she was close to growing up. And I knew his parents, who were my great aunt and uncle, very loving and kind people. They're passed away, but, I'd seen them off and on growing up when I'd come see my grandparents. And my mom gets a call today. He's in another state. He had no siblings. His parents passed away, and he'd gotten in bad health, and he had people to help look over him. And my mom gets a call this morning, hey, Rosemary, that he passed away. And the closest relatives to him were my mom and aunt. And they live in Georgia. He lives in South Carolina. Chase Ryder says, let me pull this up. That used to be me until I stopped putting others before me. I even tell my kids to back off and give me a few minutes. Yeah. We have to put things in perspective. But anyway, he's my second cousin, my mom and my aunt's first. They were close to him growing up. So he's in South Carolina. My mom finds out he passes away this morning. They call my mom and say, we need to make this. I guess it was a nurse that would check in because he had diabetes. They call my mom and say, What were the plans for him? Because it's going to cost $600 to cremate him. Otherwise, the government will take over and he will be put in an indigent space. This is a call my mom gets about her cousin. We need to know what the plans are because otherwise he will be put in an indigent space. And he lives in a house that is supposed to be his, and somebody was helping watch over him. My mom doesn't know. She has no information on him. He's living in a home that's supposed to be his, and she gets this call. He has no siblings, no children, no wife, no parents. So we need to examine our lives and our time and our choices and what we're doing with our time and the right to say no to things. And this holiday month and the scurrying around is so sad, so very sad. And why are we scurrying around? And are we choosing to do things that are just expected of us that we don't want to do? Like, are we expected to go to this party? And we don't know the people there, right? So why are we going? And are we buying a bunch of gifts because we want to look a certain way? Are we burning up a lot of time at the shopping center? Are we spending X, Y, and Z money and blowing our whole budget for the year? Why? Are we going within ourselves and taking a look at what our soul needs? Are we taking the time to really making the moments? The moments. We can buy people presents. Shoot, people bought me presents sometimes last year, and I don't remember what they gave me. Do you? Unless it was a really thoughtful gift, I will remember that. I will remember a very thoughtful gift. I will. But the moments. Hey, shoeless one, I will remember the moments. The best. The laughter. The creating what is it? The houses, the gingerbread house. I will remember, yes, too many people are lost. I will remember creating a gingerbread house with my kid. I will remember putting up a Christmas tree with my kid. I will remember going to a special occasion with my husband. Absolutely, Arseny, quality time. I'm trying to instill taking the time to stop. It's like I told my mom. She was freaking because, excuse me, the doctor said, for 3 or 4 weeks, you have to stop and slow down. And she was trying to figure out how far into December does this mean? And I said, Mom, this just means that you have to have a stress-free December. You can't run around shopping and doing all this crazy stuff this year because you're going to drive yourself crazy, right? You get the gift of a stress-free December. But I want to get you and Eden and Steven gifts. And I was like, don't worry about it. You won't even see my brothers and My niece is till after Christmas. So, us, you don't worry about. Let's talk about the moments. Let me give you an example, okay? When I was getting ready for the show tonight, and my husband gets on me, he goes, "You really ought to have the show thought out, a day before you have the show." Sometimes I have to have divine intervention. That's the truth. Today I was stressing, and I talked to Sarah, and you guys have met Sarah, and she was talking to me about a reading that I did. I typed out a reading for her when she was 19. She still has it. And she was like, "Everything you said was right, blah, blah, blah." She did this prayer for me today. This very integral, special prayer for me today. And I needed it. I really needed it. But anyway, like I told you, I have to work on me, and that's not a lie. Every single day. You will never see me acting like I'm the biggest expert in the world. Everything's perfect. I never have to work on me. You will never, for the rest of my life or the rest of my time you ever see me on here, you will never, ever see me like that. Ever. I know a lot. I don't know everything. But anyway, when I was getting ready to come on here, I went in my closet, and Lord knows I need to work on my closet. But I've been in it a million times, and I reached down. Lord knows I'm going to get triggered, but I reached down, and this is what I found. These are Noah's orthotics. These are his last orthotics he had. Okay? He was 21. This goes to show you how little he was before he left the earth. Okay? Yes, I'm going to keep him forever. They mold these to his leg. And I almost broke down in tears. I will always get triggered, even though I know where he is and I'm still connected to him. I'm always going to get triggered. My heart will always drop. And no, I'm not going to get rid of him. But it's necessary. It's necessary for me. It's necessary for me. I can't explain to you why. But like the minute I picked him up, but I could still feel him with me, talking to me, communicating with me. But it was a needed trigger at the same time because it evoked memories. But I could still feel him with me at the same time. And it made me understand, back to this topic, the memories are more important than the running around and the buying the gifts and the money and the being at places unnecessarily will ever be. Your time and the moments, thank you, Diana, your time and the moments and the contact and the laughter and the acting stupid and the dancing in the living room and the tiny things that you do with people matter more than anything you could ever buy. Anything. Anything. Bar none. And your own self-care, your own taking moments with yourself and processing where you are in your life and who you want to be and how you want to be remembered. Hey, Moonchild, I'm so happy you're back. That matters too. Where are you in your life? Are you happy? Are you doing the things you want to do? Are you just trying to people please? Do some self introspection. Somewhere along the line, and it could be months from now, you that are popping onto this channel are going to need to hear what I'm saying. And this message is for you too. Oh, and by the way, before I go further, before I came onto this channel today, and it bothered me, and I have to say it, and I don't know who this message is for. I do not know who this message is for. Somebody came through to me named Clint that passed over, not old, that got injured in an accident related to a job, that is trying to come through to somebody. That had brown hair, and was relatively young, that is trying to connect to somebody to let them know that they're happy and on the other side and so full of love, and they're trying to get a message to somebody. And their name is Clint. Clint. Thank you, Moonchild. So, if you're watching this after the fact and you lost somebody named Clint, and they probably looked in their 30s, maybe early 40, maybe could be younger, because whatever job they had, they looked dirty at the time that they passed, and it's a job related injury. They died tragically, didn't need to die, but they looked like it was a job related injury, and they just came through while I was in prayer and meditation before this, and it bothered me because I don't know who to attach them to. I have no idea who to attach them to. So it will be someone that is watching this video at some time. And if you are that person, please write in my comment section when you see this, because I don't know who you are. And also, if you are in the bushes watching me and you get anything out of my channel, I am please asking you, please subscribe. It would help me so much and help the channel to grow and help us get a community page so we can communicate with each other as a family on this channel so much more, so I can, bring you information and let you hear what you need to hear or want to hear about psychology, sociology, what's going on in the world, even spiritual stuff. I want to hear from you, because this is your community, this is your channel too. I don't just want to ramble about whatever topic just happens to come through my spirit. I want to hear from you and want to know what you want to hear. You know what I mean? Rosemary said, that is true, dear Dana. Nothing can replace love, friendship, and family. And I'm so happy that you're here too, Moonchild, and Gina Maxie, and Diane. Oh, and I haven't even done the intro. I am cray cray. Let me do that. I have been carrying on for I don't know how long and have not done that intro. Cannot believe that. Let me do this before I forget. Ba-ba-ba-da. I don't know how I do this to myself. Okie doke. My daughter created the second part. She was like, Mom, you don't like my intro? And it wasn't that. I just thought I needed to put more time into it. And yes, your vibe does attract your tribe. And I go by that wholeheartedly, because when you resonate at a certain level, and when I say resonate, your energy level, and we all are made of energy, and it goes to a certain megahertz. It's scientific and it's spiritual. When it resonates at a certain level, people that resonate energetically at that level tend to gravitate to you at that same energetic level. It is true. And those that don't don't tend to attract to you. It's sort of like, flies to a flame or moths to a flame. So the higher you go, the more people come into your circle. It's like that circle expands. That's why I ask people to try to resonate higher. You can do so standing barefoot on the grass, dancing. I know it sounds weird, but hugging a tree, because they tend to lower the EMFs in your body and help you resonate higher. Watching something funny, laughter, can help you resonate higher. Helping others can help you resonate higher. Anything that lifts your spirit and your energy. Love helps you resonate higher. You know what I'm talking about? When you feel unhappy or sad or low, you know what it feels like when your spirit just feels, ugh. And when you feel that lift, you feel it within yourself. That's what that resonation feels like. We can certainly physically feel it in our bodies. We may not recognize it on a scientific level, but if you pay attention to your body, you most certainly can. That's why it's important to do check ins with yourself. Take time throughout the day, or even once a day, to stand quietly somewhere, close your eyes, go within, and just do a check in within yourself. You can even do a scan within your own body and do a check in within yourself to see how you're feeling in your body, how your soul is feeling. Because really, when you look within the mirror, you see the outside, you see the car, you see the exterior, but you're not really seeing you. You is the inside. You is the person that's feeling everything, that's processing everything, that's experiencing everything internally. That's who you are. Have you ever noticed when you go, oh, I hurt my arm? We call it my arm, my hair, my eye, as though these things are an object. Have you ever thought about that? That's because it's not who you are. They are your things. Grr, why do I attract so many narcissists? Let me tell you a little secret. Do you realize people that are empathic, or that shine a lot of light, or that tend to resonate higher? People that shine a lot of light or empathic tend to attract a lot of narcissists, especially people that are empathic, because narcissists like to get their supply from people that are empathic. Their supply. Because empathic people like to help those that are in need, or need to feel wanted, or feel better about themselves. That's why empathic people need to recognize when they're dealing with narcissists very quickly, so that they put up their shields, shield yourself with white light, and stop that tennis match very quickly. That's why I always tell people that are empathic or white lighters to, the minute you leave your house, and you're going to be around strangers in particular, I always do this when I leave my house, because lo and behold, if I forget, I will feel drained and just out of it. But when I know I'm going to leave my house, and I taught my daughter to do so, the minute I crank my car, I will go, I'll say the Lord's Prayer real quick, and I'll call upon archangels, and I'll ask to be surrounded with a cocoon of white light. Hold on. I'll ask to be surrounded with a cocoon of white light. And I'll imagine almost like feathers around me, a cocoon of white light, like a shield. And it sounds hokey, but it works. You ask your archangels to surround you with a cocoon of white light. And what happens is you are surrounded with that white light, and you can still recognize the energy that's going on around you. Like the narcissist, or if someone's hurting, or what feelings they're having. Hey, Marie Crumb. But you do not absorb them. If you're an empath, you don't take them on like a sponge. You can feel them, so to speak, but you don't absorb them. You still have the gift of recognizing them, but you don't take them on. If you don't shield yourself, you'll absorb them like a sponge, and it makes it difficult to know what belongs to you and what belongs to them. So you'll walk out absorbing all this stuff and feel beat down or feel sick or whatever, and go home and just feel like crap. I didn't recognize that when it would first happen to me. But once you learn how to shield yourself, you can feel people's emotions, feel what's going on in the room. You may even become a medical intuitive at times and know when there's illness going on in certain people's body. That depends on the person and what your gift is. That's how some people become a medical intuitive. You can learn, those that are gifted with medical intuition can learn to, I had to learn to do it with my son, which trickled over onto others. You can learn to scan a person's body and know where the illness is, or sometimes feel it slightly in your own body when you're doing the scan before you do healing work. Does that make sense? Hello, Renee Rod and Steve Cruz. So happy to see everybody here, Marie Crumb. But it's super, super, super important, especially when you're an empath, a light worker, etc., to learn how to do the conscious breathing, which leads into being able to meditate slightly or quickly. Because you can learn how to do quickly the shielding on yourself. The shielding on yourself. That protective shielding. So, so important. So you're not, especially during the holidays. Especially during the holidays. So you're not taking on all that crappy energy when you're out shopping. Let me tell you, I cannot go into a super Walmart, especially in the grocery side. I cannot go into a super Walmart, especially in the grocery side. 2 reasons. The grocery side of our super Walmart, something about the energy on that side. I feel like there is some haunting or something going on that side. I don't know if somebody got killed or what happened on that side, or if the energy is wonky, or if there's some EMF going on over there because of too much electricity. I don't know. Plus, so many people trying to grocery shop over there cannot go over there. Cannot. Drains me dry. But going out Christmas shopping with 5 million people, if you don't shield yourself, that is part of the reason you feel sucked dry when you go out Christmas shopping. No joke. No joke. So what I'm asking you to do, let me show you how to shield yourself real quick. You're going out to your car. Whatever prayer you want to use. This is what I do. I'm going to pretend like I'm at my car. I'm going out to my car. I taught Eden this. I go, Our Father that art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread on earth. Wait a minute. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and the glory forever and ever. In Jesus Christ's name. And then I say, Dear Lord, please allow Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel to surround and protect me with a cocoon of white light. And then I thank them in advance. And then I imagine the cocoon of white light surrounding me brightly and purely. I imagine it and I see it. And then I can feel it. I can feel it. I've got where I can feel it, like come over me. And you will get to where you can feel it. It's just a weird thing. And then when I feel it, there is a difference in my whole day. When I don't, it sounds crazy. When I don't do it, lo and behold, my daughter does it, and my adopted daughter, well, she doesn't live here. She's my daughter's best friend. But my adopted daughter does it. It makes a huge difference. I kid you not. I kid you not. And to have selenite at your house, particularly a selenite wand, where you can run it over your body to get the excess off of you, like you're at an airport and they're running a stick over you, makes a difference. You can feel it when you're running it over your body. It makes a difference. And for those that came in after the fact, you may know who this belongs to, you may not. Someone may tune in later. Before I came on, when I was doing my spiritual preparation, I told my husband it bothers me because I do not know who this entity belongs to. Yes, I like St. Christopher too. Someone, hey Adam Harris, someone that's passed over to the other side named Clint, that was young, in 30s, possibly early. Sage is very good. Now, I don't use sage often. I sage my house on occasionally, especially now I've just started opening myself up to do readings for people, and I cherry pick. But if I've done readings, I will sage my house, especially if I've done mediumship readings. I will sage my house. The smell gets to me sometimes because of my sinuses, but I will sage my house. Anyway, someone that passed over to the other side named Clint, possibly in his 30s, that died in a work-related accident. I feel like it was heavy machinery. I feel like it had to do with heavy machinery somehow. I don't know when it happened. I don't know who he belongs to. Trying to get messages to wife or family came through before I came on today. I do not know who he belongs to. So if you're watching this later, put a comment in the comment section and let me know. I do not know who he belongs to or when it happened. That's what bothers me. Anyway, that's the only time I'm going to mention it again. Sorry, my little dog's fighting with a cat through a door. Also, please do me a favor. I don't say it enough. JC Bear gets on to me about it. Please like, subscribe, and share. I have a lot of watchers in the bushes that don't subscribe. It would greatly help me. And it would help this channel to grow. But I want everybody to latch on to the moment this holiday season. More so than ever before, especially with everything we've been through this past year. Everything we've been through. Stop gravitating to the stress. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to choose the moment. It's okay to want to make memories and have fun and be silly and choose other options. Choose other options. Choose, instead of giving a gift this year, give an opportunity to do an activity. I'm going to give you an example, and I'm not saying you have to do this, but instead of giving a gift, you know how people will go to that, what is it called when you go to that place, breakout room? Give an opportunity to make memories. Give a gift to go paint a picture with you and a friend. Give a gift of memories. Give a gift to go have a picnic. You know how people give coupon books? Make memories. You know how we got stuck in our houses for a year and couldn't do anything, couldn't touch the people we loved, couldn't hug people? Let's go back to the basics a little bit. Give a gift to yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to do things that you put on the shelf and you said you'll do one day. Give yourself the option to say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to tell people yes when I really wanted to say no. I don't want to people please anymore. My life is short and I want to reclaim it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to surround myself with white light and I'm going to be genuine to myself. And I don't have to live in a world where I have to tolerate negativity anymore. I love this chase. I love this so much. Instead of paying for gifts, I will be paying bills and buying groceries, but on broken heart. But I'm very grateful for my life, my kids, and our apartment. How old are your kids, Chase? May I ask how old are your kids? And I've got some gifts here that are for wee little kids that are still in boxes that Noah did not get the opportunity to use. That 11 and 18 that I need to find homes for, as a matter of fact. Well, Chase, are you on Instagram by any chance? I'm going to put my, and if anybody wants my email, I'm going to put it down again. Okay. Oh, these little presents I have to give away are for littles, but I need to find homes for them. Mine are for littles. I have a friend who tends to suck the life out of me. Let me put that up. I would like to do something at Christmas, just saying. Um, I have a friend who tends to suck the life out of me. I no longer have her over. We meet in public. The energy in my home, if she is here, remains negative. She leaves happy and I am drained. That is no good. That is no good. Good. That's good. No, no. Anyone that wants to connect with me on Instagram, you definitely can. At Dear Dana 3. No, no, I heard you, Chase. No, I was just saying, I know your kids are older, but I got gifts I need to get to littles. No, I definitely heard you, Chase. But anybody that wants to connect with me on Instagram can. But I just want us all to figure out how to have, I don't want to have a stressful Christmas. I just thought about, all the Christmases I run around and try to do things and make everybody happy. And then by the time I actually can enjoy looking at the tree and calm down and watch cheesy Christmas movies, it's when it's over. It's when it's over. I don't want to lose memories and not have the happy memories because I'm too busy with the stress. And I thought about the fact of if I'm no longer the physical part of me, right? The physical part of me. How do I want people to remember me? Yeah, that's true. Maybe she can, but they're 4. These probably are even possibly too young for hers because they're 4 going on 5. Noah was handicapped, so his arms were, limited. So I do sensory things for him. Um, these are more like toddler. Unfortunately, they're more like toddler because I was trying to get his arms were tight. But I don't even know where my mind was a second ago. I don't even know where my mind was a second ago. Um, Moonchild, is there somebody that you need to? Oh no, you've already done that with her. But somebody lately you need to be more assertive with. Not the friend that you no longer have over, but someone else that you need to be more assertive with. Moonchild. Is there someone lately that you need to be more assertive with, Moonchild? Oh, that sounds good. That's a message for you, Moonchild. Wanting you to be more assertive with someone and not worry about it. Assertive in a not in a mean way, in a matter of fact way. Like it is what it is. In a this is just the way it is. In a everyday, this is just the way it is. Sort of in a loving, I'm not going to tolerate it. In a loving, this is just the way it is. This is just how my life needs to be way. Needing you to be more assertive is a message for you right now. It'll be okay, but it's time for you to do that. If you, it's just time for you to do that. Those baked goodies sound good, Gina Maxie. I don't blame you. I wish I'd get back to all of that. I think it's sweet when people make very thoughtful gifts. I have a friend who makes, she takes these really big Christmas balls. She's very artistic and makes personalized Christmas ornaments out of it. She paints on them. Some of them she sells for $25. Diana said, I might change my, let me see what she says. I might change my Christmas plans. You're starting to want to be alone for the holidays? Is that just so you can do self care, Diana? It's just really important for us to, the self care is imperative. Like the, um, not sea salt baths so much, but Epsom salt baths and massages and whatever it needs to be. Oh yeah, it's a great way to have a side hustle. Whatever it needs to be to do things that fill our spirit, that make us feel more satisfied. There has to be um, a spiritual give and take. We can't just be the givers all the time. Oh, I completely get it, Diana. I enjoy being by myself sometimes. I think I was alone with Noah for a few years. I'm okay. I don't want to be by myself for the rest of my life, but I am okay having time by myself. There is somebody in here. Um, there's somebody in here that has thought mentioning a side hustle. There is somebody in here that has thought about doing a side hustle that has been sitting on the fence that needs to go for it. Who has been sitting on the fence about the side hustle? Renee Rod, you already do a million things. It's not you. But there's somebody that's been sitting on the fence about doing a side hustle. That has thought about doing a little business of their own that needs to go for it. Who is it in here? Maybe it's for later, but there's someone that's been thinking about doing it that needs to do it. You need to do it. If you're thinking about it, you need to go for it. I tell you what, then do it, Chase. The message is for you to do it. I know you mentioned it, but I didn't know it was you, but the message is for you to do it. It's a go. It's a green light. It's a green light. I feel like it's going to be a good thing. Hey, Marcella Booth Davis. So happy to see you. It's a green light, Chase. Hello, Mark Kropka. Is it you too? So happy to see you. We are talking about focusing on making moments more so than driving ourselves crazy. Focusing on going within too. And trying to be of service. I want to be more of service. And who has a creative project Who has a creative project on the back burner or on the table? Uh, I keep oh, I keep seeing a book or something to that effect. A book or artistic project that has to do with a book. Somebody needs to be writing a book. Who is it that needs to be writing a book? I keep seeing a creative project. Something that's kind of sitting slightly on the back burner. Making this year, making memories is at the top of the list. It's at the top of the list. It's you, Moonchild, this creative project, this book, or this. I mean, I see pictures too in it, but are you still trying to write for me? But it's huge. Need to take it down. Don't. It doesn't need to be pushed back because I feel it in my gut so big. I mean, these messages are coming, and I still feel the Clint thing. I'm telling you, whoever watches this later, whoever's in the bushes, whatever, whoever this Clint guy is on the other side that was tragically killed and it was job related, you need to let me know, please, please, please. Please, please, please. Because it's going to drive me crazy. I just feel like this year, the folk, I mean, I know people are going to buy things. I know people, but I am begging you to look within first, look within first, do self care, go within your soul. Marcella, 100% you should consider YouTube. You should continue YouTube. Are you crazy? Please continue YouTube. Yes, 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 yes. You just bring so much to it. You should continue YouTube. A, you're a natural. You just have the personality for it. You should, yes, that's unspoken. You should continue YouTube. You bring joy to it and to others. You bring light to it. You bring messages to it. We need to change the energy of it. Yes, you inspire me, A, to keep going, and I want to change the dirt and the darkness and the underlying belly of it. I don't like it. Yes, Arsony, see, we love your channel, Marcella. There's this underlying dark belly of YouTube. We have to lift it up and shift it. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Light overtakes the darkness. It's going to take time. And darkness is attracted to light. Yes. I cannot stand the competitiveness, the backbiting. And what's so funny is people ride on each other to try to rise up. And it's this underlying game. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Thank you, Arsony. Marcella speaks. Marcella, put your link in here, please, ma'am. Everybody should be subscribed to Marcella. If you don't mind putting your link in here. You might mind, I don't know. But yeah, everybody should be subscribed to Marcella. Marcella Speaks. I love her channel. I try to pop on there as much as possible. She tells it like it is. She's straight with you. It is getting worse on these YouTube streets, Diana. Speak with your girl Marcella. Yes, speak with your girl Marcella. I always get it backwards. Yeah, I've had a couple of channels block me for no reason other than they are loyal to someone else. I have done nothing to them. Truth. That's the truth. That is the truth. So much darkness. Yes. So much darkness, I've gotten caught up in the dark channels. It brings out a side of me I did not know existed. I do not like the darkness. You have to use your discernment, because what you don't realize is you get caught up in the underlying of it. You bring that into your household, it trickles down. Sometimes, oh, girl, Diana, yes, it does. It needs an exorcism. Sometimes you're caught up and you don't know what channels are doing it quietly. Quietly. You don't even know which ones are doing it quietly, underlying sometimes. And that is the truth. Yes, please subscribe to Marcella. It's easy to get caught up, but your conscience and God will show you to move quickly. Yes, it will. It definitely will. But I also ask, do not go after other channels that are doing the dark stuff, because it only puts you on their level. Yes, Adam says, wishing dear Dana, everyone in the chat good wishes, positivity, support, love, and peace always. Thank you, Adam. Never go low. Never do ugly things, say ugly things, go after other channels, because what happens if they're doing ugly things and you go after them, then you are dragging your energy down to the same place. You're resonating low, which attracts other people that are resonating low to you. Stay in your integrity. Stay in the light. Stay in a good place. Stay focused. Stay in your lane. Don't be tempted to do the dark things, to say the bad things, to say the nasty things, all of that stuff. Don't. Don't. Because it's just taking you to the low places. Don't do it. Just be true to yourself, stay focused, and just go within and say, what kind of person do I want to be? And go back to that place of, if you weren't here on the earth, how would you want people to remember you? And beyond that, even on the earth, how do you want people to think of you as? And it's not so much of, what do people think of me? How do you want to think of you? What kind of person do you want to be? How important is your integrity to you? How important is your truth to you? Look, my integrity to me is everything. Everything. I do what I say and I say what I do. Period. Period. And I want to stay in the light. I'm going to tell you the truth. And I want to make a difference in the world. And when I lost my child, and I have a daughter, right? How she sees me, how my daughter sees me, that's everything. That is everything. right? So there you go. That's what matters. Marcella said, unsubscribe from dark channels. I'm protecting my peace and energy. I love the light. And here's the other thing. If you let that darkness into your soul, you're inviting disease. You're inviting disease. You know, I used to let it bring me anxiety because I heard people were saying untruths about me and stuff. And I wanted to be able to speak up for myself, but then I thought I'll be triangulating and I'd be causing drama, and I didn't want to go there. I wanted to stand in my integrity, but I'm not going to lie that it brought me anxiety. But then I decided I had to cut the cords and bring myself peace. Bring my own self peace and not let it matter. Because I didn't want that in my spirit or my soul or my system, and I had to not let it be there. I had to not let what other people think of me be my business. I had to let my truth be focused in my life, in my real life, in my family, in my channel, because ultimately I want to make a difference in people's lives, and I cannot do that if I let negativity enter my system and let me resonate lower. Does that make sense? So you have to choose where you want your energy. And in order for me to make a difference in people's lives, I have to be at peace and resonate higher. Choose your peace. Choose your love. Choose your energy. Choose where you want to put it. And that's what I'm talking about in this month here. Choose your moments. And choose to say no. It's okay to say no to people. It's okay to say no to situations and invitations. It's okay to say, I want to stay home and I want to make memories and I don't want stress. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Diana said, there are never any consequences for horrible people, which is disgusting, especially people trying to ruin lives. Sometimes there are, but sometimes they're not. I would say to anybody trying to get on YouTube to know that people can try to run you over, and you just have to be careful and stay focused on what your intentions are for your channel. I don't know what it's like in every genre, but just you have to be careful. I've noticed the negativity and arguing, etc., affects my general health and productivity. Yes. Look, think about it. Negativity is like mold, like black mold, and it can make you sick. It can destroy, like you see black mold on walls and stuff, it can destroy a house. So why wouldn't a person think black or dark negativity couldn't destroy your health? You see what I'm saying? Diana said, I could never have a YouTube channel, no way. Gina Maxey says, I've watched the trolls and haters tear down some good YouTube channels. Yes, but creators do it too. Creators will try to tear down other YouTube channels for reasons that don't even make sense, or you can't figure out the reasons. Dear Diana, there are consequences for some people, like when someone loses someone they shared their life with and it wasn't worth it because of another person being so needy. When someone loses someone they shared their life with and it wasn't worth it because of another person being so needy. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but that sounds like relationships being destroyed. Thanks, Renee, Diane, and Marcella. Nice to be acknowledged. Gina Maxey, I've seen it too, so sad. Moonchild, we are all friends here, yes. I want to keep this a positive, calm, loving, healing environment in here. Period. Period. Because again, my intentions in here always will be for learning and healing, spiritual growth, psychological growth, just healing as a community, period. And also, secondary to that, because I want to do a foundation for families of special needs. That's secondary. So all of it is about helping and healing. All of that is the intention here. And if I don't know something, I'll figure it out. And again, I will tell you, I always, always, always have to work on myself. Thank you, Renee Rod. And I have weird gifts. So that will come out here and there too. It just will. Like the odd angel messages I've been getting today. And the message I got before I came about Clint, which still bugs me because I don't know who he belongs to. I wish I did. I don't. I usually do, but I don't today. But I hope this is making some kind of difference about the holiday. I love it when people give gifts that mean that people can have different memories. You know? Like when I gave my daughter tickets to Harry Styles' concert for her 18th birthday. That was an opportunity for a memory she'll never forget. Right? Thank you, Marie Crum. By the way, how are you doing? I want to check in with all of you right now. Body, mind, spirit. How are you all doing? Like, really, close your eyes for just a second. Take a breath and check in with yourself. Honestly, genuinely. You know how people say, how are you? And you go, good. Because it's just an off the cuff remark, right? How are you? Good. I want to know how you're doing. Arsene said, if I'm feeling sad, I spend more time with my special needs child and I instantly feel better. Arsene, oh my goodness. How old is your child? I would love it if you would email me and send me a picture. Do you have my email? I put it in the chat. I would love nothing more. And people do not understand. I swear to you, I believe, and I'm going to have I think I'm going to have a show about it sometime, that special needs children are earthbound angels in a way people do not get. Special needs children are earthbound angels in a way people do not get. There's just something. We are often too, how do I put it? We get too disappointed by things when our special needs children are happy about the simplest things. I can remember Noah would say a random word, or he and I had this way of, he would take my hand, his hand would small, and he would take my hand and do this. This was our thing. And just that was like the most amazing thing in the world. Gina Max said, today I'm good. I can only go day by day. I understand that, Gina. Wrapping you in loving healing, and I understand that, Gina. Um, Not in the same way, because I didn't lose my husband, but I admire you, and I know that day by day, and sometimes when you are in the midst of doing for others, helps so much. Adam says, I'm nervous and anxious. I started a new program and got a new therapist and going to be tackling my PTSD, anxiety, and panic attacks. I think you're going to do very well, Adam, and I am proud of you. I'm proud of you. I think you're going to do very well. You're just okay, Marie. How is your pain level? Ah, wow, I want to hear about that. Steve had another quantum session yesterday, feeling really relaxed. Thank you, Marie. Well, on that note, I'm asking, when he goes to school, all the teachers and a lot of students get so excited because he makes everyone happy. I'm telling you, I think they're earthbound angels. Well, I'm sending all the love in the world to you all. I'm asking you, please, surround yourself. Do the practice on surrounding yourself with a cocoon of white light. Do check-ins with yourself during the day. Close your eyes, do the breath work, and see what you need. See what your soul needs, see what your body needs. Do a check-in with yourself. That is important. Good, your pain is low. Do a check-in with yourself. Know that it is okay to do that. It is important for you to do that. And that way you are able to give to other people when you check in with yourself. And it's okay to say no. Protect your energy. Use your discernment. Stay away from negative stuff. Let me give an example. My daughter said for a couple of nights, Mom, I've had real traumatic, scary dreams. Really traumatic ones. And so I said, Eden, have you been watching a lot of those cold case murder things on YouTube lately? At night, a lot of them. Because I noticed she'd watch them where they do the makeup and talk about the murders. And she has a lot. So I told her to stop. Stop watching so many. Stop watching them before she went to bed because she was feeding her mind. Feeding her mind with all of that. And it was coming out. Our brain had to cleanse itself. It had to filter it out. And it was coming out in her dreams. So I told her to stop. Start watching things or filling her mind with positive images, positive things. So it would give her some peace. Moonchild said, it feels the world is off kilter to me. Look, it 100% is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hey, Kathy. So happy you're here. We are in spiritual warfare. It is up to us to fill ourselves up with positive things, positive energy. Yeah, no bueno before bed. It is our responsibility. I mean, our brain is like a computer. What we fill our brain with, what is too much, goes into the unconscious part of our brain. And it filters out in our dreams, in our stress, in our body, in our health. That is science, that is the truth. So it's our responsibility what we're inputting in our brain. That's our responsibility. And it comes out extra stress, bad health, etc. That's the truth. So if things are becoming too much and the world is off kilter, whether it was last president or this president, things have not been great. Look at the food shortages. Look at the economy. Look at, ships caught out in what. Look at, Covina being, here's another one that they're talking about. Everything is wackadoo. It is all wackadoo. So it is our responsibility as individuals to take control, use discernment of what we put in our minds, our bodies, our spirits, our souls, and resonate higher to shift things in our own world, in our own life, our memory banks, our moments, how we feel, how we express ourselves, what we allow in our own personal space. It is up to us now. We cannot put all our power into everybody outside of us. It is truly up to us. We have to take the reins in our own lives, go within, and make decisions in our lives. And that's why I'm asking everybody to take your power back. Say no. Breathe. Shield yourself. Take moments. Meditate. Do yoga. Take long baths. Be silly. Take chances. Listen to the angel messages I gave you. It's okay to be a little selfish, right? Not to run yourself ragged. Be a little comforting with yourself. Oh, good idea. Grounding. I did a whole show on grounding back when. Look it up on YouTube. Look up grounding on YouTube to eliminate the extra electrical and EMFs in your body. Moonchild said, I see a naturopath. She suggested turning power off completely to internet, TV, phone while sleeping. I live in a little cottage, so small area. Does this make sense to you? 100%. Because look up grounding, like putting your naked feet on grass, because it eliminates EMFs out of your body. You don't necessarily have to go to all of that extreme. I see why she's saying it, though. To eliminate extra EMFs out of your body. Because we get so much of that streaming through our body all the time that it can contribute to disease, etc. Look up grounding. Let me see if I can get the link to something that you can see. Hold on. And you'll see why I'm saying that. Like I said, I did a whole live stream on it. I don't know how many videos back, but this will tell you more about it. Hold on. I will put the link in the chat. There is a YouTube link in the chat. It will tell you so much about it. I need to get back to doing it. You can literally feel your legs tingling when you stand out on the grass or the concrete or the ground barefooted. We were doing it for 30 days straight. Has it made a difference for you, Gina? It does make a difference. Uh, Snow. Yeah, I get it. They do have grounding mats that you can buy when the weather's not conducive in the winter that you can put in the grounding thing, the circular hole in your electrical thing and stand on it or put on your table that people use for grounding indoors. They're supposed to make grounding shoes, but I don't know how far they've come with that yet. But it does make a difference. Uh, a man discovered it. It lowers blood pressure, headaches, etc., etc. But it makes sense what she's saying. I understand why she's saying it. But I just want everyone to take the time, take a few steps back. Think about, body, mind, spirit. There, there's a method to my madness. Science and spirituality aren't separate. They're actually connected more than people realize. And as time goes on, everybody's going to realize it more and more. They are. I'm going to start suggesting books for people to read where, if you're really interested, you'll start to figure it out too. I'm going to try to have more guests on other than me just yammering at you. I hope some of my little direct messages from above were helpful tonight and that I don't shock you when I just throw them out there. But anyway, again, please like, subscribe, share. But yeah, please subscribe. It's very helpful. Take care of yourself. If there's any particular topics you would like for me to address, please throw them in the comments below. Please throw them in the comments below. This is your community too. Definitely your community. Dear Dana, thank you for the angel message you gave me last Friday. You gave me good advice. You are so welcome, Renee. So much love to you. Cool. Yeah, look at grounding pads or grounding mats. Yes, look after yourselves. You too, Steve. Let me know about that session. I want to hear. Thank you, my mods. My mod, Steve, Shoeless One. Not that we need him often here, but occasionally. But on that note, I'm going to let all of you, all love you. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you so much. You just don't know. But I hope that you took some of my advice to heart. You are so very welcome. Oh no. This little crazy dog tries to. They play paws under the door, but you let that cat come out, that cat's going to kick this little white dog's butt. Oh, you're most welcome, Gina. I love you all so much, and I shall see you Saturday. And like I said, if there's anything you want to talk about, and I'll just keep throwing the angel messages out as they come. If anybody knows the Clint that passed over, the message, let me know in the comments. And you are most welcome. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. And if anyone wants to buy me a Starbucks, hit me up at miracles3@charter.net PayPal. I will see you all Saturday. And remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Love you. Have a wonderful night. And that is it. Bye, everybody. You're most welcome. And here we go. If I can find it. I know I can. Bye.